Hello, welcome to TTV News. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of October 15, TayNinhTV Business Association organized the 9 Businessmen's Coffee with the attendance of Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council.
Mr. Trần Minh Sơn, Deputy Director of the Department of Natural Resources and Environment and businessmen share information related to mineral exploitation and land use conversion. Representatives of commercial banks in the area provide information on referential credit packages. The internal coffee model was born many years ago and is maintained mainly by the TayNinhTV Business Association. During many business coffee sessions, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm attended and said the difficulties that businessmen are facing. It has become a regular meeting, a place to meet and share so that authorities, departments, industries, and businesses can understand each other better and handle work faster and better. Different from citizen identification cards, electronic identification cards will have information authenticated in the electronic environment. This account will have citizens carry out administrative procedures in the Ministry of Public Security's guaranteed electronic environment, especially online public services. Its biggest benefit is that when using a VNeID account, people save a lot of time and money, do not fill out many types of forms, reduce many procedural steps, and reduce personal documents when implementing public administrative transactions. Citizens can replace the citizen identification cards and the documents they register for integration, display on the National Electronic Identification application such as driver's license, vehicle registration, citizen identification card, health insurance card, support for online state notification, support for online crime reporting. Transactions in the electronic environment made through electronic identification accounts are guaranteed to be reliable, accurate, fast, simple, economical, and effective, but still ensuring security, information safety, and data security. People can go to the world or commute police station, where citizen identification is made for instruction, and to immediately set up an electronic identification account. Recently, at the Historical and Cultural Relics area of TayNinhTV Rancher Base, Yongka Hamlet Bimlin Commune, the Inspection Committee of TayNinhTV City Party Committee. The Inspection Department of TayNinhTV City Party Committee held a meeting to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the traditional day of the party's Inspection Committee. In a solemn atmosphere, delegates offer incense in front of the House of Tradition. In a solemn atmosphere, delegates offer incense in front of the House of Tradition to commemorate and express their infinite gratitude to the heroic martyrs who sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the nation. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Lê Minh Thế, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Secretary of the City Party Committee, acknowledged and praised the positive contributions of the City Party inspection sector in recent times. At the same time, he emphasized that the party inspection and supervision work is an important task to build and develop the successor team and is also the leading task in the current party building work, thereby contributing to building an increasingly clean and strong City Party Committee. On the occasion of the 67th anniversary of Traditional Day of the Vietnam Youth Union, October 15, 1956, October 15, 2023, held in Thái Nguyên Province, in the afternoon of October 14, the Vietnam Central Youth Union awarded the October 15 Award to 82 officials of the Vietnam Youth Union with outstanding achievements in the work of the association and the youth movement. TayNinhTV is honored to have 2 individuals who received this award. Mr. Hà Minh Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Youth Union in Suy Trá, Commune Dum Châu District, is a person who is very creative in his work. He has launched many good models, bringing practical results such as Zero Vietnam Dung Meal Model, Sharing Love, Bottle Market Model, Model of awarding health insurance cards, and Ms. Hồ Tường Vi, Vice Chairwoman of the Vietnam Youth Union of Dum Châu District, Chairwoman of the Vietnam Youth Union of Phan Commune Dum Châu District. She cares a lot about accompanying young people through through the model of economic development, with disadvantaged youth has supported to young people to have a livelihood, stabilize their life, and carry out many other meaningful tasks, with a total mobilization budget of up to hundreds of millions of Vietnam dong.
The audience to promptly receive information and handle problems from businesses, organizations, and individuals. The Departments of Planning and Investment announced the hotline phone number and common post arrests.
Enterprises reflected difficulties, problems, and inadequacies of policy regimes and administrative procedures in the fields of investment and enterprise, responsible attitude, behavior in performing public duties and ethics, lifestyle of officials, civil servants, and workers, the observance and implementation of legal regulations on receiving citizens, receiving, processing, and resolving administrative procedures of officials, civil servants, and workers, replaced the negativity and harassment of officers, civil servants, and workers of the Department of Planning and Investment when performing their duties. Hotline phone numbers are as follows: Mr. Kiều Công Minh, Director of Department of Planning and Investment; Mr. Lê Quốc Thuận, Chief Inspector of the Department of Planning and Investment; Mr. Nguyễn Việt Bình, Chief of Office of the Department of Planning and Investment. Individuals, organizations, and businesses provide comments by mail sent directly to the suggestion box located at the headquarters of the Department of Planning and Investment of Tây Ninh Province. Previously, through the investigation, on October 13, Trong Bang Thao police announced that they had just prosecuted the case to defendant Nguyễn Thái Bình, born in 1982, residing in Bao Giai Hamlet, Phương Ninh Cam Miêu, Dông Châu District, for property steal. Previously, through the investigation of the situation in Lộc An Quarter, Trong Bang World, the criminal police team of Trong Bang Thao police caught him red-handed in the act of stealing a blue color with motorbike, license plate number 70C1 1766H belongs to Mr. H living in An Hoa Quơ, Trong Bang Thao. At the police station, subject Nguyễn Thái Bình confessed that in order to have money to spend, the subject worked around the deserted roads, so people leaving their property unsecure, would steal and sell it to get money for his own spending. Expanding his exploitation, Bình admitted to having committed to other motorbike steal in Trong Bang Thao. Currently, the case is continuing to be investigated and clarified to be handled according to the provisions of law. Accordingly, the total paid capital for completed volume in 2023 is arranged to be over 113.6 billion Vietnam dong. Up to now, investors have well implemented the instructions of the Provincial Bills Committee on payment account settlement, actively dispersing capital immediately after capital allocation. Of this, investors have dispersed nearly 76 billion Vietnam dong for 45 projects, reaching nearly 67% of the plan. The remaining 15 projects have not been dispersed. The Provincial People's Committee has also instructed investors to complete the settlement dossier and finalize completed projects, coordinate with the construction unit in fully and promptly implementing procedures to disperse capital according to the construction schedule and assign capital plan. In the period of 2024-2027, Tây Ninh Province will implement the investment policy of Trường Chinh Street project, section from DT7H1 to Ivro 30 Street. The project has a total investment of more than 1,170 billion Vietnam dong. Accordingly, Trường Chinh Street will be paved by asphalt concrete on the existing road surface to ensure traffic safety, re-establish the pavement in sync with underground work. For example, complete the system of lighting, drainage, traffic safety with water collection in accordance with current regulations and standards. The investment in Trường Chinh Street project is expected to contribute to completing the urban traffic network of the province, connecting Tây Ninh City with U Minh Châu, Châu Thành, and Tân Biên district, ensuring traffic capacity, relieving traffic pressure on Cách Mạng Tháng 8 roads, contributing to promoting the socio-economic development of the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year, Bongchimben Sendonta Festival of Khmer People in Tây Ninh took place from October 13 to 15, 2023. This is an occasion for descendants to show filial piety to their ancestors and parents. Sendonta has long been considered one of the traditional festivals imbued with cultural identity of the Southern Khmer people reserved for generations.
Called Hamlet, one of three hamlets with a large number of ethnic Khmer people living in Tân Dong Khmer, Tân Châu district, with the attention of the party and the state, with many supporting policies. Up to now, the life of Khmer people here has changed markedly. Houses and roads are becoming more and more spacious. People's lives are getting better. People are well complying with the guidelines and policies of the party and the laws of the state. This year's Sendonta runs from October 13 to 15, 2023. This is not only an opportunity for children to remember their ancestors and filial piety to their parents, but also an opportunity for neighbors to gather, inquire and share experience in labor and production. This is a traditional ceremony of Khmer people with a long history. Every year when it comes to the season of Sendonta, we hold offerings and invitations to chant sutras to return blessing to ancestors. And this is also an occasion for descendants to show filial piety to the living Buddha. As parents, offer their parents good food, money, new clothes, and all sorts of things. At the same time, it is a message to remind children and grandchildren to preserve and promote the fried traditions of their fellow citizens. During 3 days of Sendonta holidays, in addition to worshipping at home, all important rituals take place at the temple. Everyone turn their respect to the Buddha, remember their grandparents, and ancestors, and put their hopes in good things. This is a very meaningful occasion where children and grandchildren have invited the elderly people in their village to come home to attend the ceremony and offer a meal to the elderly like us to be fuller and more rowdy. Because some of the elderly, lonely people and their families and children are still in difficulty, it is impossible to organize Sendonta or a fuller meal. On the occasion of Sendonta Day, I try everyone in the village to participate in activities such as cleaning in the temple grounds, arranging flowers in the main hall. This is an opportunity for children to show filial piety to living Buddha. I teach parents, offering full meals, many traditional dishes to parents and grandparents. The occasion of Sendonta is also a reminder of the status of children. Whether having Sendonta festival or not, all children should always take good care of their parents and grandparents. In addition to the traditional worship organization, at home there are also monks who pray for peace, the well-being of the living, and chant sutras to return blessings to the deceased. I realized that Buddhists here always preserve and promote traditional culture and festival well, especially when it comes to the Sendonta season. Almost every house celebrates ancestors, offers food to parents and grandparents to show filial piety, and hopefully Buddhist relatives will continue to preserve and promote the good traditions of their fellow citizens. It can be said that Chumpan Sendonta Festival is a traditional festival full of educational significance and culture of Khmer people. Chumpan is a season of happiness, reunion, showing filial piety, gratitude to ancestors, the deceased, and community connection.
Bảy Núi or Seven Mountains Bull Racing Festival has been recognized as an intangible cultural heritage by the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism as one of the outstanding cultural and sport events of An Giang Province for many years, alternately hosted by two districts of Tri Tôn and Tân Biên. The festival is always interesting and loved by the people, attracting many tourists from all over the country to visit and experiences. For the rest of the program, let's come to An Giang Province to experience this typical festival as noticed by the reporters of TayNinhTV Radio and television station.
This year, the festival was held at the bull racing ground of Chitong district, with 56 pairs of cows mostly coming to localities in An Giang province to participate. In particular, Chitong district registered the most with 26 pairs of cows.
Ban tổ chức của địa phương là
The local organizing committee has prepared very carefully to prepare for the bull racing festival due to the rotation of two districts of Chitong and Tịnh Biên each 2 years, repeated one time. All agencies involved in the work of the bull racing festival to focus on carrying out the tasks assigned by local leaders have focused on the best way to have the bull racing festival succeed. The pairs of bulls will play a one-time knockout. According to the law code, the race consists of 2 rounds. The first round is called the racing round. The bull driver moves slowly, like a spectator rooting before entering the actual race. When the referee waves the flag, the bull driver sprinted the bulls at full speed in the final 120 meters to reach the finish line. When the bull pace started, the atmosphere was jubilant and lively with applause. Cheers for the drivers of the bulls are tough and fierce finishers, making the bull racing festival very bustling, attracting a large number of spectators inside and outside the province to cheer. The local organizers initially estimated that about 20,000 to 25,000 spectators came to the locality to watch the bull racing festival, but now nearly 30,000 people come to bull racing round. It is the first success of the work develop tourism as well as promote the image of the locality. After a day of exciting competition, Bảy Núi or Seven Mountains bull racing of 28 An Giang television cup was successful. The best pair of cows won the first prize belonging to Mr. Truman Kototao Chitong district with the number 42. We participated in the event for a total of 15 years. We won the first and second prize in the district round, including the consolation and the floor prize. Especially in this year, we won the first prize as sovereign. No matter what we win or lose, we will unite to participate in next year. Do not argue. We unite to preserve the culture of our community. The festival is a sports playground that creates an atmosphere of excitement among ethnic Khmer people on the occasion of Saint Donta. This is also an opportunity to promote the image, people, and homeland of An Giang to people at home and abroad. The 29 Seven Mountains Bull Racing Festival in 2024 will be held in Tịnh Biên Town, An Giang Province. The Department of Conservation and Plant Protection of Taynin said that the summer-autumn rice crop in 2023 in the whole province will be reduced to nearly 46,700 hectares, equal to 99% of the rice area in the same period. By the end of September, on this rice crop area was harvested, the average yield was estimated at 5.5 tons per hectare. The total output was more than 250,000 tons. Like some river crops, this year's summer-autumn rice fields appear white wing harbors, leaflets, but in mild severity, often appearing in late plots. However, it does not affect the yield much. On the contrary, the price of rice is higher than river crops. Many traders come to buy fresh rice in the field. Rice rows are very happy. The largest area conservation area in Hoa Thanh Town is the Vam Cỏ Dom Riverside area in Long Thanh Nam Kham Mueang. The family of Mr. Phạm Văn Ninh has been growing rice here for nearly 30 years, and he affirmed that there has never been a crop with rice as high as this summer-autumn crop. Previously, the winter-spring crop rice had increased, but this summer-autumn crop was even higher. He cultivated 5 hectares, harvested later than everywhere. The average yield was 5.5 to 6 tons per hectare, but sold for 7,800 Vietnam dong per kilogram. At the time of cultivation of this year's summer-autumn rice crop, fertilizer price also decreased compared to previous crops. Most farmers who have just finished harvesting easily sell fresh rice in the field. The price of rice increases over the same period. Unlike many years ago, towards the end of the season, rice tend to increase. The rice cultivator stated, if the rice is as high as this year, rice growers will regain trust in this traditional crop.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.